The introduction of 5G will totally change the mobile experience in addition to altering our technologies. The introduction of this wireless 5G technology has as its main objective lowering energy and maintenance costs in the telecom sector. The development of 5G technologies will alter how we live our lives and use technology. The solution to this dilemma of pandemics or black swan events is technological improvement. In the post-crisis era, effective technological application will be crucial for both survival and sustainability. Business will be transformed by 5G, which will provide an improvement over current mobile networks in terms of seamless customer experiences and ubiquitous high-speed access. According to projections, there will be about 1.9 billion 5G subscriptions globally by 2024. It is anticipated that developed nations like those in Asia and North America will adopt 5G technology first. It is anticipated that by 2025, these two areas as 5G-enabled telecom markets will account for around half of the global market. Businesses all across the world are being impacted by poor network connectivity. Here are the few problems that businesses frequently encounter because of bad connectivity. Number 1. Poor productivity. The business activities unavoidably lag when there is poor network access. A poor internet connection will result in significant time loss. No doubt this will slow down business expansion. Number 2. Problems with internal communication. A successful firm relies on effective internal communication with its employees and keeping them informed. Now that connectivity is a problem, it undoubtedly leads to misunderstandings and, as a result, makes it difficult to meet deadlines. Number 3. Cannot switch to digital. Businesses are switching to cloud infrastructure at this time. They can't fully benefit from it because of the slow internet. The performance of the online business tools is merely adequate and upload suffers greatly. Number 4. At issue, external communication. Customers now demand a quick response through multiple digital venues for customer involvement. Businesses are finding it difficult to satisfy standards due to internet problems, which results in them losing out on a sizable market. Number 5. Lower levels of staff morale. Employee morale is seriously affected when downloads or uploads take a long time. Waiting for buffering makes people anxious, disinterested, and slows down their work. These have a greater overall impact on enterprises. Business executives, decision makers, and the media are all interested in what 5G has to offer. But how much of that promise is actually going to be fulfilled in the near future? We set out to take a realistic vision of how and where connectivity may be delivered and what it could enable over the next 10 years, with the first true high-band 5G networks currently running. However, 5G is not a standalone development. This study adopts a broader perspective on connectivity to incorporate more technologies such as fiber optics, satellites, Wi-Fi, and short-range technology. The future is not only taking place on the frontier, despite the buzz surrounding remote surgery and holodecks like those in Star Trek that everyone will have in their living rooms. New standards that improve network performance are being added to the already evolving connectivity technologies, which require significantly less money to implement. We have uncovered a wide range of use cases that can utilize this improved backbone. Companies can adopt new technologies now and pursue the consequent productivity advantages without having to wait for high-band 5G. This study examines how connection might be used in mobility, healthcare, industry, and retail to demonstrate what is feasible. By 2030, the use cases we found in these 4 business categories alone might increase the world's GDP by $1.2 trillion to $2 trillion. This suggests that the amount at stake will eventually increase by trillions of dollars for the entire global economy. Advanced connection and recently developed technology can be used to capture the majority of this value. This begs the questions: why is there still so much untapped potential? And can it be realized with just new technologies? In order to spark a larger discussion about what it will take to build a momentum, this research examines the market's bottlenecks. It is a piece of larger body of work that will keep investigating connectedness, including its potential applications in other fields and its effects on larger economies. Connectivity has effects on equality and society, in addition to its effects on industry. The World Wide Web is not now a global phenomenon, as seen by an image of today's digital networks placed on the Earth. There are areas of exceptional density as well as dark spaces. Many of those empty places will fill with light in the upcoming decade, and billions of new users will join the internet. Beyond the economic value of the use cases found in the 4 commercial categories highlighted in this research, enabling more individuals to connect to global flows of information, communication, and services, could add an additional $1.5 trillion to $2 trillion in GDP. Although there will still be gaps, this movement has the potential to increase income and human potential in many developing countries. Since the era of switchboards and long-distance calls, modern communication systems have advanced substantially. But perhaps that is not enough, because conventional one-size-fits-all network designs have lagged behind dramatically during the previous 10 years. The telecom sector must be ready for expanding use cases involving connected devices in almost every industry and needs scalable networks that can adjust to changing demands with ease. While existing architectures have struggled to satisfy these expectations, 5G technologies are able to solve many of them. A study found that 5G technology is anticipated to offer speeds up to 100 times faster than conventional 4G technology. However, 5G is much more than just a better version of 4G LTE. It's a novel infrastructure strategy that brings flexibility and modularity to a sector that was previously controlled by rigid, purpose-built technology. 5G increases communication technology in a number of significant areas, including higher data throughput rates, reduced latency, energy savings, cost reduction, increased system capacity, massive simultaneous device connectivity, economies of scale. These systems must support a considerably larger range of devices, regardless of their latency support, coverage, region, etc., in order to enjoy these improvements. Let's examine how 5G will impact business, particularly the telecom sector. With 5G, wireless will be used to offer the super-fast rates rather than a cable. As a result, urban and suburban communities that previously couldn't access high-speed internet will now have that access. Access to fast internet has a big impact on the evolution of rural businesses like agriculture and farming. High-speed internet will help telecommunications operators deploy small cells more successfully by enabling lightweight, easily mounted network-based stations to expand capacity and coverage in densely populated areas. Multiple virtual networks can be built on top of a given physical infrastructure thanks to network slicing. Therefore, many apps and services will be able to operate on approved infrastructure. This enables the telecos to offer networking on demand, giving customers a network experience that is physically spread. To successfully reduce the need for telecoms to develop specialized networks for certain jobs or projects and to provide connection in the most effective manner possible, capacity and coverage can be distributed in logical pieces to match the unique requirements of each user. The fifth generation of public wireless network is known as 5G. It is more of a huge step forward than an evolution from 4G. Large radio towers are used to transmit signals across great distances utilizing lower frequency radio waves in 4G networks. Many additional small cell antennas attached to buildings, streetlights, and other objects will be added by 5G networks. These tiny cells will use an ultra-high frequency spectrum to send vast volumes of data over very short distances. The upcoming 5G networks will be built using a variety of network access points, frequencies, and cloud-based network technologies. The following three aspects of 5G network business prospects stand out: more capacity, faster response times, lightning-fast speed. Response time, or the interval between sending and receiving something, is referred to as latency. Currently, 4G latency is 50 milliseconds or less. That will be reduced by 5G to a millisecond or less, which is quicker than the blink of an eye. For anything that demands a truly real-time response, like self-driving cars and remotely controlled robots, low latency is essential. Additionally, it means more chances to use virtual reality and augmented reality. Businesses can transmit high-definition video, audio, and photos instantly and without any lag or glitches thanks to lower latency. This translates to richer consumer and distant worker communication experiences. Innovative companies wishing to utilize cutting-edge software like AR, VR, or 3D will be able to do so more effectively with 5G. Before building the actual thing, contractors and interior designers will take clients through virtual rooms to facilitate quicker decision-making and more precise results. The number of devices that can connect with one another will increase as the network's capacity is increased. Even though the IoT is gaining popularity, most communication today still takes place between people using cell phones. With 5G, there will be a significant growth in the number of machines and gadgets communicating with one another. millions of sensors per square kilometer, all connected to the 5G network and allowing the IoT devices, are anticipated in the near future in smart cities. By rerouting traffic, this link would expedite the arrival of emergency responders and assist governments in controlling natural disasters to help save lives and infrastructure. Businesses that use machinery will be able to combine IoT with 5G to increase equipment utilization and efficiency. For instance, a delivery service can utilize IoT and 5G to locate a truck's precise location in real time, notify the receiver, and guarantee that the best routes are always being used. Some businesses presently use IoT for asset management, but 5G will speed things up and provide you with even more accurate information. In terms of warehousing, 5G will enable businesses to deploy smart shelves that can detect when a product is running low and launch an action to maintain a smooth and effective supply chain. This indeed is a new dawn with 5G. Thank you for watching and follow for more.